Our coverage of the NFL brings us to the southern end of the Tar Heel State and to this beautiful venue, Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Up next, it's our main event between the Houston Texans and the Carolina Panthers. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And we're off and running from Charlotte. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Dancing past him. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At the 26-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Speed left.
The shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
All right. 18. That's it.
First down, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Here we go. 18. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. And let that pass rush get home.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A pickup of 17. And it'll be first down, Houston.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Stroud throwing here on first. And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up second down. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you'll always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This connects with Higgins. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. Second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
At their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was, how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
That's McMillan with the catch out left. He takes this forward a little to about the 39. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out.
Ready, set.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Nice gain and a 1st down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, not the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
560. Here we go. Ready.
Now a toss, headed left, Hubbard. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Rail, yellow. Down. Black 40. Ready?
Out of the gun, Young. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Come on, set. Blue 32. Set.
From the red zone on 1st. Gets made by Chuba Hubbard. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Set, hut, set.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So after the call, defense in a much different spot. Instead of forcing a fourth down, it's back to first. So now then, after the penalty, this is first and goal.
Set, ready. Ready.
Hubbard runs in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers finish off their opening drive. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Stroud to throw on first down. Hands him on the crossing route. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. On play action, here's Stroud. He's got it downfield near the edge. Give him 13 on that play. And it will be a first down, Texans.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And that's incomplete. We've got a flag down, and there was contact, but is this going to go against the offense? So they have the incompletion, but the defense decides they'd rather take the penalty and the yards and play that down again. So the penalty backs him up. Here's a first and 20. Running it after the penalty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is second and long. They go play action with Stroud. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. Goes to the hurry up here. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He cuts it to the right sideline. He has room past the 25. Now here he goes. Down the right sideline. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those of you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. Showing a little burst so far. A great effort, but he got popped at the end of it.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Next, ready.
To the air on first down. Young. Buying some time right. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Let's go.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, Zach.
Quick throw on the RPO. It's McMillan. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers tie things up at 14.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Shotgun now, first round. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Look hot. 11.
First down throw by Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it'll be first down, Houston. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Second and 10, Stroud to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Oh, 18.
To the air on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And this stays tied here in the 2nd.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium, though. Stick around. So 1st down from the 41.
Let's go now. Hut, hut.
Hubbard again. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
That's complete. Sanders got it outright. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Clock, 10. Come on, set.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. Has some space inside the 15. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Watch out now. 50, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Chop. Set.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5.
Hey, go Fury. Set, hut. Ready?
Design quarterback run here. And he's in for the touchdown. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, KQB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, ready. Level swap.
From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. He's out of bounds with that first down in hand. For the moment, though, we've got a flag down. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Completed to his running back. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Stroud off of play action. Escapes the pocket. Not enough on this throw. Hits the turf instead of his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Racing. Look at hot. Look at hot.
Third and long for him here. Caught, nice gain left side. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They've got first down here from the 36. Stroud off the play fake. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So first down from the 41.
On the quick, right? 18. What's up? Close.
To the air yet again. It's Stroud. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Tony.
Here's Stroud again. Sends this to the end zone. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Nico Collins with the touchdown. They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans tie this game at 21.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Fielded at the 7. And he made a push for the 30-yard line before going out just a bit shy.
Their own 28-yard line.
Here comes the final play of our first half.
Set, ready. 45, ready.
He'll throw it. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on, set. Cross, 10, play. Ready.
Out of the gun, Young. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you can do it.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Here we go.
They run it with Hubbard. Down the sideline inside the 40. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for a Panthers first.
A lot of times we will see defenses get so overcommitted to defending that inside run, they're vulnerable to the outside toss. And that's when things open up, and you can reset those downs.
Set, hut. Blue, 32. Hut, hut.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
On the set.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go now. Yellow, 22. Hut.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Okay, ready?
Another Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Red, 30, ready.
Here's Hubbard on the give. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Throw left side to Watson. And it's another first down on his drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see,
and they take it across the goal line for a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you instantly think of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's go. 18, let's hit. South.
Throwing is Stroud. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They strike for 23 yards. The aim will be a first down, Texans. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First and 10 at the 41-yard.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. He's got it over the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. They've got a man in motion. Stroud. And send it out wide to Collins. And they take him down right along the 30. They get 6 and a first down as well.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
On play action, here's Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. Working inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up second down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Going back, it's the handoff. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
South.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Texans tie us up 28-all.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
We've got ourselves a heck of a tie ball game, but maybe not for long after that return. You got one side clearly responding well to this pressure. Question is, some of those kicking team guys now running to play defense, how do they respond after giving up that big return late?
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Young working from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Block 40. Ready?
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Tony. Level.
Shotgun now, 1st round. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Ready up.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
50 series. Let's go now. Yellow, 38.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a thrilling game, an absolute barn burner that is shockingly still tied as we get set for the 4th. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Down. Yep.
Out of the shotgun, give to Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Red, 38.
Young on 1st and 10. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line. Brock knocked down a step or 2 shy of it. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down, Houston.
Running for the 1st time with Joe Mixon. Base pass to 35. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the 1st defender. Heck, not even by the 2nd one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Finds a man right side. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's another.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
And the Texans 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, hey, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
All right.
To the air, Stroud. He set up the screen to Higgins. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up. Things a bit tougher following that penalty. Here's 2nd and 15.
Under.
They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll still have some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Hey, uno more.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
4th and forever coming up.
Here we go.
Stroud's going to throw for it. Buys time, rolling right. Making the call himself. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. And he can't do it himself. He's stuck behind the line. We've got a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Hut.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Set, hut. Ready.
He gets it out left, and it's caught. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Smash. Down. 52 blue. Ready? Go.
Now it's Young. Headed out right. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
50 green. Set, hut.
Back to the ground they go. Hubbard. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers in range for a game-winning score. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Steal. Check steal. Ready. Hut.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. Pop behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up third and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front, and they fired off the line knowing a run was coming, and boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
Black 40, ready.
Throwing now. He has the first over the middle, and they get this down to the 7-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Ready, set.
They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this first and goal.
Set, ready. Hut.
Now a toss, headed left, Hubbard. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
This one's caught. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Hubbard, and they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown, and they just win the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
All right.
Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Just over 40 seconds to play as they line up. Second and 10.
Here we go.
We'll look to throw it. Got for big yards on the right side. And they're going to touch him down as they wind up with a nice gain on that play, and they got a new set of downs, too.
And the Texans first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
All right.
Setting up to pass. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he is to throw. That's complete inside the 35. And it's not over yet. They scored here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Coach did not hesitate there. He held up those two fingers right away. They're going to try for this win. Again, Stroud. This is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
Panthers 35. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. One final shot here. Escaped out to the left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. So the Texans come away with the road win. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Charlotte.